Hey there, Boots Owen here. This is a Samsung washing machine, an Ecobubble 8 kilo WF1804 WPU. I was given it by a friend in exchange for my Bosch WFF 1401, and the 1401 has new bearings and whatnot. I gave them that to get them on the road, and they gave me this as the old machine that was broken. It has a severely collapsed drum, which I believe in turn, I'll just plug that out, which I believe has then scored the tub. See that line running down from my finger? That should be flat, but it's obviously not. I think it's damaged the tub. I presume it leaks a bit. I don't know if it does or not, but it might. So I'm going to just strip it down. I've already tried washing bricks in it, and it won't do a load balance, so it just gets stuck in perpetuity trying to balance, and it can't. If you run it with the door open and chuck a brick in, it knows it's there and shuts it down. I could hotwire it, but I really don't care to. I'm going to strip it out. Might keep the board because it's a Samsung board that's not potted. Might come in handy later on because it does seem to have all of the doodle-doo features that the modern ones do. I think it's 2012, this machine, making it 11 years old, which isn't really old enough to fail like this. And it's made in Poland. There's the plate on the back. Made in Poland. The bearings seem okay, you know, relatively, but the machine itself is obviously pooched. So I've got to figure out, I think the front comes off it. I'll just whack into it with the impact driver and you can watch. Just giving that hose a squeeze and it's full. This hose is completely full of shreds of plastic from the drum. So, what's next? What do you think? Will it come apart? You can already see here where it's melted across. There it is. Okay, hose is still attached. Okay, so you get a pretty clear view of what was wrong with it then, right from the bottom all the way up the, well, both sides actually, you can see it here, all the way around. It's been melting and fusing itself, and wow, it's cut the whole way, the whole bottom half of it. Yikes. And the top, it's got a groove running the whole way around. You need to be careful, it's glass fibre. It's a good half-inch wide there from all the flapping around, all the way up, all the way around the top as well. You can see that in this shadow on the outside. You can see where it's cut there, it's got melted plastic there. All the way around. All the way around. Right, so this was never going to be repaired. What originally went wrong? Wow. The whole spider is completely crashed in the center. Look at that. So it's held together, it hasn't fallen out, but it's rotten the whole way around there. Rotten and cracked. Why would that be? I have no idea. Tell me about it in the comments. Some people say not doing enough washes at 60 degrees to clear out all the sludge in here from soap, which ultimately corrodes the aluminium in the spider, whatever kind of aluminium zinc alloy it is. Either way, that's completely dead. Look at that. So I can use that as a fire pit. Last thing to do, the last few things for me to do are to pull the motor out and to pull the element out. Green element covered in snots. And then the last thing I want to check is the bearings. A bit ropey. They feel a bit crunchy, but they're still smooth. So let's remove the bearings from this Samsung machine. Bearings and water seal out in one. They've clearly lost some grease, but they're still performing by the looks of it. There's nothing on the outside, a tiny bit of black grease on the outside there. So this is the outer bearing. (6205). It's a bit empty and grease a bit loose. Not so bad. Just polish up this inner bearing. The inner bearing is usually bigger because it's taken more of the load. I guess it's the fulcrum. Between the two bearings, one of them is a fulcrum. China HCH 6206Z. So I really have made quite a mess, although I would say it's unavoidable. I've got a fire pit, I've got some spare parts. This machine is an Ecobubble, so it has a double pump. There's one motor up here, and there's one motor in the back. That's your drain out motor. Actually, I stand corrected. This is your drain out motor going over to the side and up the hose out the back. This is a recirculating pump motor. So there, that's all the crud that was inside it on the floor there. Bits of stuff like this, plastic cut off the inside. It's a pretty ropey machine, that. Quite an autopsy, this one. Fire pit, useful to have. Right, questions or comments, leave them below. Subscribe if you haven't already. A like is always appreciated. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you later.